Now, if anything, the rapes and deaths of 2 minor girls in UP's Badaयूं district last week should be a wake-up call. 18 months after the outrage over the brutal Delhi gang rape and murder, public pressure on the government to amend the laws and the courts to fast-track trials, what has really changed on the ground? Not for all of us urban women in big cities, mind you, but for girls from no-name villages and small towns where the absence of any willing or helpful hand of the law is coupled with intimidation of caste hierarchies over these women and their families. Now today, some women from Haryana and some of their families were forcibly evicted from Jantar Mantar, where they've been protesting since March to demand justice for 4 Dalit girls raped allegedly by men from the upper caste Jat community. Their fight for justice impeded by insensitive, dismissive comments by our political leaders. Ketki Angre reports.
Almost 2 months of quiet protests have now given way to anger after police attempt to forcibly evict families from Jantar Mantar in the heart of the capital. Earlier this year, many families from Bhagana and Haryana fled in panic, fearing a backlash from the upper caste Jat community, who they had accused after 4 Dalit girls were raped in the village. As for this minor rape survivor, it isn't the first time she had endured the harassment.
मेरा स्कूल छूटे तो 2 साल हो गए।
2 साल हो गए। हाँ। और क्यों, क्या दिक्कत हुई थी? स्कूल क्यों नहीं जा पा रहे थे?
अभी न जानते हैं, स्कूल में तो न जाटों के लड़के छेड़ते थे, हमें मारते पीटते थे, भाइयों को भी मारते थे, इसलिए हमने स्कूल छोड़ दिया।
Then on March 23rd, these 4, aged between 13 and 18 years, were raped when they stepped out late evening to relieve themselves. The displaced villagers say atrocities against them originally began over a 280-acre piece of common village land, which the Jats tried to usurp with the help of local authorities and the CAP. 5 people were arrested, but not the Sarpanch, who they have accused of being involved.
धमकी दे दी हमने, पूरे बच्चे ने बिगाड़ दिया, गंदी गंदी बूंदे बूंदे बोला, डेढ़ मारा क्या बिगाड़ते आप, आज दलित धक्के खा के।
A chillingly similar story of intimidation played out 250-odd kilometers away in Uttar Pradesh's Badaयूं, where the threat was even more explicit.
धमकी आ रही है, मीडिया जाएगी, नेता लोग जाएंगे, अभी हमारी सरकार में 3 साल के महाभारत बना दूंगा यहाँ पे।
This, just days after Samajwadi Party ruled Uttar Pradesh, saw the horrific rape and public hanging of these 2 backward caste girls. The police not only failed to act in time, but also actively colluded with the accused. A tragedy perhaps worsened by insensitive comments like these.
ये घटनाएं केवल उत्तर प्रदेश में नहीं हो रही हैं। अगर आप इंटरनेट पे जाएं और गूगल करें, तो आपको एक-एक जानकारी मिल सकती है कि कहां पर घटना हुई है।
The vulgarity, the obscenity, the violence that is being shown on the media, it is also creating such sort of mental disorder in the new generation.
Because such irresponsible statements are coming from the so-called political leaders, because there are certain carelessness which the cases are being dealt. So it gives a message to others, okay, we can do something and we can get away in that.
Many activists feel it is an unequal battle from the start, where years of political dominance by certain castes and rigid social structures make it an even more challenging fight.
दलितों के पास अपनी जमीनें नहीं होती, हमें लैट्रिन बाथरूम करने के लिए उन्हीं के खेतों में जाना पड़ता है। और अधिकतर केस आप देखिएगा, दलित समाज की लड़कियों के साथ जो केस होते हैं, वो किसी बॉयफ्रेंड या गर्लफ्रेंड के चक्कर में नहीं होते, वो कोई छोटे कपड़ों की वजह से नहीं होते, किसी कपड़े पहनने का ढंग नहीं है या मिनी स्कर्ट है, वो एक जाति का जो दिमाग में मानसिकता लोग बैठी हुई है लोगों की कि इन्हें आगे नहीं बढ़ने देना, इस जाति की होकर ये लोग इस तरह आगे कैसे बढ़ रहे, तो उन्हें रोकने का ये हथियार है।
Media attention on incidents like Badaयूं can highlight the brutality, but a persistent approach is needed to break the patriarchal mindset, one that cannot be achieved through just a political slugfest. In New Delhi, Ketki Angre for NDTV.
Well, joining me on this discussion tonight, we have with us Indra Jaising, the senior advocate and former additional solicitor general as well, Renuka Chaudhary, the former child and women's development minister, who is a Rajya Sabha MP with the Congress party. We're hoping for Pinky Anand of the BJP to join us. From Uttar Pradesh, we have Asim Wakar, a leader of the Samajwadi Party, who is going to speak for his party. And in the studio, the activist Amina Sherwani, who joins us as well, who's been working closely with the the victims of the Bhagana incident as well. Ms. Jaisingh, I want to come to you first in terms of where we are today from where we were in December 2012 with the Delhi gang rape and the protests we saw around that.
Before I answer that question, I think today it's important to focus on what's happening in UP. I get the impression that there is a very, very serious problem on hand that we have, of the kind that we didn't have in 2012 in Delhi. And that is, I can see some kind of political football being played between center and state. I think what is very, very important at this point of time is for us to have clear messaging. We do not want to hear contradictory messages from the center and the state or from individual political parties. We want a political consensus on this question that politics cannot be played out on the bodies of women. And we need a political consensus of what are we going to do to stop it right now.
Okay.
We can't have a chief minister who says boys will be boys and then expect that there will be no violence. We can't have a chief minister who compares the rate of rape in UP with the rate of rape in MP.
Right.
And then expect violence to stop.
Okay.
Even one rape is too many.
Too many.
Just a minute. I'd like to say, listen, the point is we've also got news that there has been a rape of a very senior woman judge of the District and Sessions Court in Aligarh. How does one explain this? Isn't it something very similar to what the mafia has been doing to judges? So what exactly is going on in the state of Uttar Pradesh? We need answers.
Well, we'll ask Asim Walker that question. Asim Walker, you have to answer Indira Jaisingh when she's talking about the Samajwadi Party leadership right now in Uttar Pradesh, in a sense not taking these crimes seriously.
Yes, I was listening very carefully, but ma'am, I have told so many people and so many times that नेताजी ने जो बयान दिया था, देखिए उसको कई तरह से तोड़ मरोड़ के पेश किया गया है। समाजवादी पार्टी हो या कोई भी पार्टी हो या आम आदमी हो, कोई भी आदमी इस रेप जैसे हीनियस क्राइम के साथ नहीं खड़ा होना चाहता है। हर आदमी इसके अगेंस्ट है और हम सब को ये सोचना चाहिए कि हिंदुस्तान की जमीन से इस रेप जैसे अपराध को किस तरह से खत्म किया जाए और कौन कौन सी चीजें इसके पीछे हैं जिसकी वजह से रेप जैसे क्राइम को कमिट कर रहे हैं लोग।
लेकिन वाकई साहब कौन सी पीछे
इसके लिए हम सब जिम्मेदार हैं।
वो बात आपकी ठीक है, लेकिन अगर अखिलेश यादव जी, जब एक सवाल उनसे पूछा जाता है कि यहाँ पे अभी आप क्या कर रहे हैं, वो कहते हैं आप सुरक्षित हैं या नहीं, ये उनका जवाब नहीं हो सकता। उनका जवाब ये नहीं हो सकता कि आप गूगल पे जाके देखिए कि और विदेशों में कितनी तादाद में बलात्कार हो रही है लड़कियों का, ये जवाब नहीं हो सकता।
मैं आपको इस पर एक जवाब दे दूं। देखिए, विद लॉट ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट, बहुत एहतराम और अदब के साथ, मैं यहां सभी हमारे रिस्पेक्टेड गेस्ट हैं, बहुत अदब और एहतराम के साथ मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूं। जैसे अभी आपने मोहतरमा ने मुझसे नेताजी के बयान पर पूछा तो मैंने उसकी सफाई दी, लेकिन अगर आप बार बार घुमा घुमा के एक ही तरह की बात पूछिएगा या एक ही बात को कई तरह से घुमा के पूछिएगा तो कोई भी आदमी होगा उसमें जलबलाहट पैदा हो सकती है। मैं ये चाहता हूं, जब मैंने एक बार अपनी बात साफ कर दी कि नोबडी इज स्टैंडिंग बिहाइंड द रेपिस्ट, एवरीबडी इज अगेंस्ट द रेपिस्ट, हर आदमी ये चाहता है कि रेप जैसे हीनियस क्राइम को खत्म करना चाहिए, तो इसके ऊपर बात ही खत्म हो गई थी। अब तो ये होना चाहिए, हम सबको मिलकर तय करना चाहिए कि हमारी बहनों को, हमारी बच्चियों को कब तक इस अपराध को झेलना पड़ेगा। सबसे बड़ा सवाल ये है, और इसकी बुनियाद में क्या चीज है। मेरा अपना मानना यह है कि हिंदुस्तान में सबसे ज्यादा जो रेप के और बाकी जो क्राइम हो रहे हैं उनके पीछे सबसे बड़ा हाथ अगर किसी चीज का है तो वो है नशाखोरी का और शराब का। शराब के ऊपर हम जो बजट बनाते हैं, शराब को मद्य निषेध, मैडम बैठी हुई हैं कांग्रेस की, वो मेरी बात को बेहतर समझ जाएंगी कि शराब बेचने के लिए जो हम बजट बनाते हैं सरकारों में वो बहुत बड़ा होता है, लेकिन शराब की रोकथाम के लिए जो बजट हम बनाते हैं वो बहुत छोटे छोटे से होते हैं।
ठीक है, वो मैं
ईमानदारी से अगर काम करना है, शराब जैसी बुरी चीज पर लगाम लगाना होगी।
शराब के बारे में बात नहीं हो रही है, यहाँ पे बलात्कार के बारे में बात हो रही है।
पर भी लगाम लगाने में अक्षम रहेंगे।
मिस्टर वाकर, एक मिनट, रेणुका चौधरी से आपने कुछ पूछा है, हम उनको भी मौका देंगे जवाब देने का, बट ऑल्सो रेणुका चौधरी, इफ यू कैन कम इन ऑन दिस एस्पेक्ट दैट व्हेन इट कम्स टू व्हाट इंदिरा जयसिंह इज सेइंग, इन अ सेंस व्हेन इट कम्स टू डीलिंग विद द लाइव्स एंड सेफ्टी ऑफ वुमेन, political parties play football.
Yes, she's absolutely right. We keep passing the buck to everyone else, and I agree with Indira Jaisingh that today we have to just stop talking about statistics and stop passing the buck and make it very, very clear that there is zero tolerance for anything that is rape and anything connected with it. It is not acceptable. There has to be fear of the law. And you can't trivialize it or be sarcastic or be anything like that today. Having said that, it is very, very important to have a political will.
But Renuka Chaudhary, you were the Women and Child Development Minister as well. You were the Women and Child Development Minister as well. You talk about political will. This is not something we're only seeing in the last 2 months of post-election.
I agree. We are not denying that.
Right.
Rape is not a political convenience.
So what?
And we did when I was there, and subsequent to that, we have been revising laws, putting the laws in place, creating an awareness, strengthening the system.
Okay.
But obviously, all of that is not enough.
Let's bring that to
adequate. It is not enough.
Okay, let's bring that.
What is the way forward is what we need to look.
Okay, let's bring that to Amina Sherwani, who joins us in the studio as well. Amina, you are working very closely with the Bhagana rape victims. They survived the attack on them. We are talking about a caste equation as well that's actually prevented them from seeking justice from the law in their land. They brought their protest to Delhi. Now you're hearing what the Samajwadi Party is saying. You're hearing the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh as well in the comments he's made. Where does this all end up ultimately when it comes to justice for these women?
What we have to do immediately is, rape is like terrorism upon women's bodies. It is patriarchy playing out its terror games on women's bodies. We have the National Security Guards to save us from terrorists. They swoop in with their commandos, they swoop in their aeroplanes with guns, with forensic teams, with brilliant people to save us from terrorism. Why cannot a women's security guard be created immediately? If our politicians can roam around in aeroplanes for their campaigns, why can there not be aeroplanes available, helicopters available where teams swoop down? They pick up anybody who is accused of rape, do preliminary forensics, establish prima facie evidence, and those boys, gentlemen, are picked up from their safety valve where the police is with them.
But Amina, for that, doesn't there have to be political will? Ultimately, what Indira Jaisingh
is... just do not have the political will, and even the women in politics have betrayed women. They are so busy just making little spaces for them, begging for tickets and trying to get a little ministry here or there. No one has spoken up vociferously for women's rights. Women are living with terrorism. Not even Narendra Modi is speaking up for us. He's speaking up for all kinds of external terrorism, but what about what we live with every single day? One woman is raped and all of us are terrorized because of that rape.
Okay, well, we have Pinky Anand of the BJP who's joined us on the line right now. Pinky Anand, we don't know how much of this debate you've managed to hear so far, but Amina Sherwani, who's working with the victims of the Bhagana rape, who are protesting at Jantar Mantar, whose protest was forcibly evicted, is basically talking about looking at logistical solutions like a special force to look at women's crimes, for example, and creating a political will. She's saying that even women politicians actually are not committed to the safety of women in this country. Do you agree with that?
No, we don't need such.
I mean, there is obviously some lack of commitment somewhere. The fact that such kind of incidents are happening, such horrific incidents where women are raped, they are hanging themselves, you are having one incident after another and there seems to be no letting up. There is obviously something drastically missing in particular in UP for the time being, and you find the attitudes of the politicians there. It's obvious their only claim to fame is in this respect that rapes are happening in other states. Why don't you look at
they
that?
Are. In Bhagana, they happened way before. I'm sorry, please don't make this about one state. This is a national issue and every party must work towards the national solution.
Please, Amina, I'm sorry, when you talk about a state to a chief minister or to the senior politicians there, I don't think
I have addressed my prime minister today. I have addressed my prime minister today. Why can you not make a national security guard for women?
Please don't try to defend it on this ground. it should be addressed in what? It should be addressed as far as the state is concerned first. You are addressing those people and you are telling them
I am saying
you are
remove
safe.
it from the state.
You are addressing
The
journalists and
states are
saying you are
biased.
safe.
I
You
am
are
saying remove it
that
from the
boys
states.
will be
Women's
boys.
security,
You are saying
there should be a
you are
special
saying that-
force just like
you
the
are saying that
National
relations
Security
were
Guard
known
for
to each other.
terrorists.
No, it's not.
You
it's
cannot
not
pass
your
a buck
safety.
from
Right.
center to state. We don't accept that
What we
anywhere.
are talking about,
Pinky, this
the
is about
statement
women.
of
This
Mulayam
is
Singh
not about
Yadav
bashing
and
women.
the
Let her
statement-
respond. Let her respond.
And the statement of you know, there's no point in your statements here. We're talking about the statements of the senior politicians there who have been saying the families were known to there were girls who were knowing these families. What kind of statements are these? Do you expect this to inspire any kind of confidence whatsoever? Of course, we should have forces. Nobody is saying we don't have forces. But for God's sakes, what has happened? Akhilesh Yadav makes a statement, it's gone to CBI. The High Court asked him, he can't produce the letter.
This is not about
that letter is
Akhilesh
still somewhere in the
Yadav.
moving.
This is about women. The Bhagana girls are from Haryana. There are girls being
All
raped
right,
in
fine.
every state of India, even as we sit here. And we are still talking about one state versus another.
No, we're talking about every state in India. That is true. We're also talking about the fact that, we'll come to you, Mr. Waqar, the fact that the women themselves, in more cases than not, feel intimidated. We're looking at the rape statistics. Yes, we may say that India has fewer rapes than the rest of the world, many other countries, but maybe we have the least amount of reported rapes. That's one of the things that the lawyers also talk about.
They are reported.
All right,
Indira
Jaising
will not go forward with the system because the system does not respond to them.
All right, Indira
you don't
Jaising,
have FIRs registered. You take one month to register FIRs.
Miss Anand,
when are you going to have victims go down there?
Just a moment, we'll get Indira Jaising in on this as well. We talked about trying to improve the atmosphere for women to be able to come out and report these cases last year. Has that changed?
Look, I need to draw your attention to the fact that in the last general election, the number of women who came out to vote increased by 10% over 2009 as compared to the number of men who came out to vote. Women are definitely coming out and voting with their feet on the ground. What did they vote for? They voted for safety and security. Now, I come back to the point that I was making. We are fed up of listening to contradictory voices. Why can't the center speak in one voice? Why does one MP, the former Home Secretary Mr. R.P. Singh, say we need President rule, in my opinion, whereas others in the BJP are saying no, there's no need for President rule at this time. It is not my case that there is a case for President rule. What I'm saying is those who are in governance must govern. Why is there no synergy between the center and the state? Can we please have them both sitting on the same table and talking to each other to decide how to end the situation? The soil of UP has been vitiated. There is a breakdown of law and order. No person in their right senses can deny that. What is going to be done?
Since you raised that point, Pinky Anand, you're talking about Uttar Pradesh and the state government. Respond to Indira Jaising. The fact is that this cannot be about state versus center. This has to be about people working together as well.
Yes, you're right, but at the same time, please do understand, law and order is a state subject. You have to take it from there. I don't mind changing the whole constitution around, but unfortunately the constitution has its own demarcations. So you do have to handle things as far as the states are concerned. The states are responsible for law and order.
So what do you do when it's clearly failing?
But no, question is, we will see what to do regarding that. But the bottom line is today we do have to get the state governments to act. We do have to have the logistics of FIRs to be registered. We do. I would like them to answer to the fact that this is terrorism, and as and when required, CBI should be there. Okay. You require victims to be safeguarded. You need to provide security. You can't have families coming and saying the minute the media goes away, there will be Mahabharata.
In fact, that's the question I want to take to Mr. Waqar. Mr. Waqar, बदायूं से ऐसे भी बयान आए थे कि हम तो जी मिस्टर वाकर कि हम तो मीडिया के जाने का वेट कर रहे हैं, वहां पे महाभारत होगी इसके बाद. ये कैसे स्टेटमेंट्स हैं जो मतलब इतना डर फैलाते हैं वहां के लोगों में?
नहीं मैम, देखिए मैं आपसे मैंने आपसे कहा, दोबारा फिर कह रहा हूं कि हम लोगों को यहाँ पर सबसे बड़ी बहस का मुद्दा तो ये है, पहले अगर रेपिस्ट के खिलाफ कार्रवाई ना हुई होती, थाने के खिलाफ कार्रवाई ना हुई होती तो मुद्दा था. देखिए इस वक्त तो हम लोग को सच्चे दिल से, सच्चे मन से ये सोचना चाहिए कि किस तरह से इस तरह के अपराधों को रोका जाए।
ऐसा माहौल क्यों है कि वहां एक
बात सुनिए
बोलिए,
बात सुनिए। देखिए, यहाँ पर मैं किसी भी कंट्री की बात नहीं करूंगा कि वहां ऐसा रेप था, या किसी स्टेट की बात नहीं करूंगा कि उनके आंकड़े हमसे ज्यादा हैं। मैं किसी भी तरह से जस्टिफाई नहीं करना चाहता हूं इस केस को। मैं बस इतना कहना चाहता हूं कि क्या ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि मीडिया से लेकर पॉलिटिशियंस तक हम सब मिलकर इस बात पर ध्यान दें और कोई ऐसा सोल्यूशन निकालें कि जो लड़के इस तरह के अपराध को कमिट कर रहे हैं उनकी मानसिकता क्यों इस तरह की हो रही है, उसके पीछे कौन सी वजह है कि हमारे देश में इस तरह की मानसिकता डेवलप हो रही है। अगर हम अभी भी आपस में एक दूसरे पर ब्लेम करते रहेंगे तो मैं आपको बता दूं कि मैं एक एज ए पॉलिटिशियन बता रहा हूं कि हमारे
की मानसिकता के बारे में बात बहुत हो चुकी है।
जाएंगे बच्चियों का सड़क पर चलना मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
बारे में और कि लड़के तो लड़के होंगे, ऐसी गलतियां होती रहेंगी।
ऐसे बयान आ चुके हैं, आप फिर से ऐसे ही बात कर रहे हैं कि मतलब लड़कों की मानसिकता के बारे में सोचना चाहिए।
चलिए आप आइए हम सब हाथ उठाते हैं कि आज के बाद हिंदुस्तान में जिसने भी रेप किया उसके खिलाफ हम लोग सड़कों पर निकलेंगे। और उस आदमी को सुन लीजिए, मैं आप सबसे अपील कर रहा हूं, मेरी बात सुनिए। चलिए, मैं सबसे आगे होऊंगा कि जिसने भी रेप किया उसको घर से घसीट के लाया जाएगा।
जी नहीं, बिल्कुल आप ऐसी अराजकता फैलाने की बातें ना करें।
उसको पत्थर मारेंगे।
बिल्कुल नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं। हम लोग जंगल राज में न रहना चाहते हैं। क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
करेंगे नहीं आप,
वकार साहब आप क्या बात कर रहे
हैं? और आप ऐसे वायलेंस करेंगे?
सोचिए तो जरा,
बताएं आपसे,
आप सोचिए तो जरा कि आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मशीनरी काम नहीं करेगी और पब्लिक जाकर लोगों को घरों से खींच कर मारेगी।
एक गुनाह दूसरा गुनाह नहीं किया जाता।
एक मकसद है
मिस्टर वकार,
आमिना एंड वकार साहब, वन मोमेंट।
ब्लेमिंग करना, दैट्स ऑल।
मिस्टर वकार एंड आमिना, वन मोमेंट। रेणुका चौधरी, वकार साहब एक मिनट,
खिलाफ कहीं से नहीं।
वकार साहब एक मिनट, रेणुका चौधरी से हम पूछना चाहते हैं, वो मंत्री रह चुकी हैं, जो इन मुद्दों को बहुत करीब से देख चुकी हैं। रेणुका चौधरी, इफ यू कैन टेल अस दीज क्वेश्चंस अबाउट वर्किंग द सेंटर एंड द स्टेट वर्किंग टुगेदर. State is a law and order subject. There's no ambiguity about that. But we have seen time and again that law and order process fail. It's not just Haryana. It's not just Uttar Pradesh. It's across the country. Even anywhere in the country, north, south, east. We have a situation from Meghalaya as well, where there is again intimidation. There is again a hesitance to file reports. It's going on everywhere.
Shall I tell you the solution to this?
Go right ahead.
This is something that I had asked for, is that when you make the states come to planning commission for their state budget allocations, and when they're looking for money, that's when you have to tell them that unless these indices of women, whether it is female feticide, whether it is rape, whether it is atrocities against women, that they will not get their money unless you see that the situation improves in their respective states. Believe me, the political will be magical.
Okay. Pinky
and everything will come under
and Indira Jaising, I want both of you to let me know if you think that's a viable option as well. When you tighten the purse strings essentially for the state, will that help?
Always. I think Renuka has a point, but my only grievance is on one score. When they were in power, what is the point of saying this was a plan and this was mooted? Why wasn't this put into place? You had situations
I said
like Nirbhaya Kand where
I did. I was fighting.
The entire city were out on the streets, on the road at night. It's not what you did put up. Why couldn't you get it done? What's the point of talking about it after 10 years? That is the unfortunate
part.
For the
precise reason why you're talking about it now.
I want to know from my
current that you have plan.
Okay, all right. Indira Jaising,
that we had men against.
All I'm saying is, despite
we could get men to support us on the women's bill.
Okay, Renuka Chaudhary, Pinky Anand, one moment. Let Indira Jaising intervene on this. Indira Jaising, go ahead.
Yes. First and foremost, again, we are watching some kind of political football in this program. This is not about the BJP. It's not about the Congress.
Right.
It's not about what the Congress did or didn't do. It's not about what the BJP is doing or not doing. It's about politics being played over women's bodies. Now, I agree with Pinky Anand that law and order is a state subject. But let us not forget that even in a federal structure, the center has a major role to play. Short of President's rule, there's a lot that can be done. There are advisories, there is messaging. We have not seen the Prime Minister. Look, we've seen the United Nations speak up about this issue.
Yeah.
We've seen the United States speak up.
Right.
We have not seen the Prime Minister.
My Prime Minister
I understand.
Mom, why?
Today, the
All
issue
right.
could not be raised in Parliament. Let me finish. Today, the issue could not be raised in Parliament, understandably, because of the late lamented Gopinath Munde.
Okay.
I understand that. But will the issue be raised in Parliament?
Well,
and if so, will it be dealt with
as
a national issue?
That's a question.
Not-
That's a question
not-
for the
not
new
as
government.
a political issue.
All right, Indira
We need to
Jaising.
know. And now, on the other issue, let me tell you. On
Very
the
quickly,
issue
Ms.
of,
Jaising, we're completely out of time. Yeah, go
yes,
ahead.
very quickly. Let me tell you that I think Renuka does have a point. The issue is the center controls the money. And yes, they can put conditionalities on that money. They can say we want to see performance indicators before we hand out any more money. It can be done. It has been done in the past, and it must be done in the future.
So we'll leave it at that, because that is an option that's been presented by the former Congress minister to the new BJP government, Pinky Anand. We'll have to see if the BJP decides to move on that and even maybe take credit for actually putting some measures on the ground as well. We have unfortunately no more time on the show. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight on the Buck Stops here. Good night.